Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church, back with another In Transit. You know, Lord willing to be edifying. Before we get started, as always, want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
We want to give double honors to our elders and apostles at GMS who continue to teach and rule well, and peace and safety to the Akim across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth, putting their life on the line to do so in truth and sincerity. To you brothers, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Now, in this In Transit, man, we're going to get into not going, above your measure. All right, because Jake like to get caught up in trying to sound too deep and ain't even got the basics down yet, and then he start going off on the doctrine because he thinks that that the Lord is dealing with him exclusively. That he knows more than the men that's before him. All right, he breaking down the precepts wrong because he ain't even got the basics down yet, man, which is the milk. All right, and you can never go wrong with the milk, man. The milk is like it's like that style, man, that never goes away. Like it doesn't fade away. You can deal with the milk, for a long time, or not. And that's not to say get complacent and settle on your leaves, because the basics. You don't want to push yourself, to know those meteor scriptures. But for the time being, man, stay in your realm, okay? Stick to what you know and speak on that, all right? And you'll come out better, because it's a lot of guys that know a lot of meaty scriptures. They know the book from Genesis all the way to Revelations, man, including the Apocrypha. But when it comes to time to apply those things that they've read or that they've studied and that they know, they can't apply it, but they sound good, okay? Just like, let's say on the job, you got a Jake just coming in, no work experience, he fresh out of orientation, trying to do the supervisor job, instead of him sticking to shit he just learned out of orientation, like how to clock in and, do the basics, he want to come in there, motherfucker, and revamp the company, change the marketing scheme, and shit like that, change the schedule. You got Jays like that. Nah, man, you just coming in. Stick to what you know, the basics, how to clock in and how to do your duty first, man, before you start trying to venture into other folks' realm, man. Well, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the scriptures.
This is 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby.
Yeah, desire the sincere milk of the scriptures. That's the way you grow. The milk and the basis of this thing has all the nutrients and supplements that you need in order to grow. Just as a physical or human babe. All right, they suck on their mother's breast so they can get all the vitamins and nutrients and the calcium. To help them grow into from a babe into a toddler, from a toddler into a young child, to a teenager, and so on and so forth, man. But it has to start with the milk. You can't come out the womb eating goddamn steak. Or once you taste a little bit of that milk, you think you ready to upgrade. You ain't even got no damn teeth in your mouth.
It takes time to develop your brain, develop your heart or whatever, man. Once you get this, your spirit changes, man. Through patience. It takes time on how you teach and how you execute things, on the highways and byways, and how you execute things in your life, man. And having the perfect balance for your life, your lot, your office, so to speak, man. You can't just get this word and be like a super Israelite, man. We all gonna get the same penny. We all gonna get the same crown, and ultimately we all gonna have peace and rule and righteousness, man. We're all gonna be in the same, frame or the same position, man, under Yahweh Shah. Right. Us being a hopeful elect. Right. So there is no super Israelite, man. Everybody's just gonna flow unto us, man. The heathens, the 2/3 when they come back, we're gonna get that same penny, and it's gonna be glorious, man.
That's right. And the scripture tell you, man, to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You can't be looking at the next guy, your brother next to you, and the Lord is increasing him, know, and you lack some of the intangibles, you know, that you need. Hey man, pray about it. Don't try to come up on this false sense of a level that you think you've gotten, you know, because you haven't been putting in the work, or that may just not be your lot. The brother may have, you know, a heavier portion of the spirit in you. Okay, the Lord may be revealing, you know, more unto him than it is you. But that doesn't mean that you gotta try to outshine that brother and go above and beyond your measure. You got that word measure? Yeah, go ahead and grab that.
This is the word measure on the onlineetymology.com. To exercise moderation. You know, moderation just basically what's expedient to you.
Yeah.
You know,
not too little, not too much. Just moderate, just right for you. Okay.
It says to deal out. You know, if you got a smaller measure than that brother, deal with it, man. You know, just deal with the portion that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua gave you. You know, don't over deal. Yeah. Just deal. Just be humble. Take the low and deal, because at the end of the day, that brother might be pleased with it, and most of all, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is pleased with it. You know, so don't think carnally like, oh man, he's above me or he knows more than me. No, man, be brotherly. Do your part to please Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know.
That goes back to the scripture I quoted, working out your own salvation for the truth. You can't be pulling on a man's coattail, you know, thinking you're going to get beamed up with him, you know, just because you hanging on to his coattail. Then when you see that brother increasing, you try to step in front of him. No, I know more. I mean, it ain't about that, you know.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's not about who shines brighter or who knows more. At the end of the day, do you have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua? He's going to ask you that question. Do you have faith in him? Have you been showing your faithful works? Yeah. Have you been sincere about it, you know?
Hey, because at the end of the day, we're all one body.
Yep.
Just because you don't know as much doesn't make you less significant than the other brother. That's just not your lot. If the brother is ordained to be the hand, so like if the brother, is ordained to be, let's say, a kneecap, which is a very intricate part of the body, that's essential, and you the pinky toe, that don't mean that you're less than, man. Because like brother keep quoting, we're gonna get it, man. We're all working for that same thing. You know, whether you come in at the latter hours or at the beginning, man, we're all doing the work, you know, with that same goal in mind. You had something to say, bro?
And that pinky toe is still a part of the body. Right. You are still a part of the body of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Whether you have a big measure or a small measure. You're still chosen. You're still here.
Yep.
So keep pushing.
Yep. And Lord willing, we be those men, man.
Yep. I'm gonna continue. It says, or divide up by measure. It says quantity or capacity of by comparison with a standard.
Yep. And by a standard. Okay. And that word capacity, you know, that's very heavy. Like I was using the analogy. If you have a 8-ounce cup, okay. Once you pour 8 ounces in that cup, man, that's all it can hold. That's that measure of the cup. You know, once you've gotten to a certain level and read your capacity as far as knowledge, man, you've capped out. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you can't continue to grow in the spirit, man. All right. Hey, pray to the Lord, man, that He increase your measure. That way you can go from an 8-ounce cup to a 12-ounce cup, man, and hold more. And and if you're trying to go above and beyond what the Lord has done for you already, as far as your capacity, you keep pouring on and pouring on. You know, eventually that cup is going to run over, okay? And the Lord is going to increase, like I said, from an 8 to a 12. Now you'll be able to hold more in your measure, man.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna bring out the precept card on next.
Bring out
Matthew 20, This is Matthew 20, and I'm going to start at verse 2. And when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard.
Yep, and that's what we've, coming into this work, we've agreed upon, man. That penny, which represents salvation. All right, we're doing the work in the vineyard in order to receive that penny that is promised to us. All right, go ahead.
And he went out about the 3rd hour and saw others stand idle in the marketplace,
Yeah, standing idle, not doing shit with their hands in their pocket. Go ahead.
And said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard.
So join them, man. Go work.
Come. And whosoever is right, I will give you. And they went their way. Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour and did likewise. And about the 11th hour, he went out and found others standing idle. And said unto them, why stand ye here all the day idle? They said unto him, because no man have hired us. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whosoever is right, that shall he receive.
Yeah, those that were called in the 3rd and the 6th and the 9th hour, they began working before those before that group that began to work in the 11th hour. But let's see, you know, if they're gonna receive more than what was promised, which was that penny. Go ahead.
So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard saith unto the steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last until the first.
That's right. Bring them in, man, and give them that penny, which is their reward that they've been working in the vineyard for. Go ahead.
According to their hour, according to their measure, you know. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny.
Go ahead. So they came in later and still received the penny, which those that worked a little more than them in the hours that were before got the same thing. But let's see what the response was. Go ahead.
Verse 10, but when the first hour came, they supposed that they should have received more.
Yeah, they think they supposed to receive more than that penny because they was working before the group that came in the 11th hour. Go ahead.
And they likewise received every man a penny.
And likewise, everybody got a penny, man. All right. So at the end of the day, man, work according to your measure, man. Because we're working for salvation, you know, and not to be a super Israelite and to be super in the forefront and got all the likes on your videos. You got 1,000 views in 30 minutes because you want to seem deep, you know. And the Bishop of Tazawarm and I always like to say, man, hey, with the more you know, the more you know and increasing this knowledge, man, you have to deal with bigger demons. All right. So if you're on that milky level and you trying to push the envelope, you know, you're gonna call upon some spirits upon yourself that you ain't necessarily ready for, because you ain't been built up. Okay. You stick to your measure and deal with the demons that come with the level and the measure that you're on. Because once you try to, you know, go above and beyond that, and you ain't ready, you know, hey, it's gonna be on you, man.
Yeah, man. You know, if you a babe, you don't know nothing about the conquistadors, don't bring it out.
Right.
Cause what if someone that knows history, they're like, oh, something about the Israelites dealing at, you know, with the conquistadors or whatever, and then you end up getting cut, and then you on camera looking like a goddamn fool, man.
Right.
You know, you don't want that to happen. You know, that's displeasing to see. Of course, brother's gonna help you, but it's like, bro, relax.
That's right.
You know, I'm gonna cover you. You know, I'm gonna be a big brother to you, but on the outside of the camp, we're gonna have to talk to each other, man. You're gonna have to take the low.
Right, because your ass done bit off more than you can chew. Trying to be deep.
Yeah, man.
And then you get a scoff on your ass, call you on your bluff, and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Yeah, you're looking crazy. But get that in Proverbs, hey, because hey, it tells you, man, bring it out. Now, this is a milky scripture. If you don't know this, hey, that causes you to go above and beyond and try to do too much, goddamn.
This is Proverbs 17 and verse 27. He that hath knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit. Verse 28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise.
There you go, holding your tongue, man. If you don't know, hey, you'll be counted as wise if you just be quiet. When you just spew out some shit that you know nothing about, hey, you gonna be called and you gonna be identified. Hey, that's a foolish man. He don't know what the hell he talking about. He just out here talking shit or trying to do too much. But if you stick in your realm, you know, of what you've mastered and what you know, you can expound on it if somebody asks you about it. Like we're going into Proverbs 17 and 28. Hey, what that mean? If I know it, I'm gonna expound.
Yeah, you know, we wouldn't bring it out. Just
Right. Then you try to sound deep. You bring out Revelation 9. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Just
man.
all
relax.
over the place, man. Hey, that ain't good, man. Hey, work and do what you do, man, according to your measure, man.
Yeah, you know, it's a good thing to see that you're trying to, you know, bring out some good precepts or some good points. But if you haven't been studying to show yourself approved on your own time,
That's right.
then don't bring it out.
That's right.
You know?
Beautiful.
All right, I'm going to continue. It says, and he that shut up his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Yeah, he that closes his lips is esteemed as a man of understanding, because you understand the fact that I can't talk about shit that I don't know about.
Yep.
So you just shut the hell up.
Yep.
You know, that's a man that has knowledge and wisdom, as opposed to one that's just want to, you know, blurt out shit and act like you know something. And you going trying to make yourself look good, but in contrary, you looking like a goddamn fool.
Yep. And that's a level of pride too. You know, the Lord loves to deal with those who has pride. He loves to deal with those who think they know it all, because all He's gonna do is chop them down. You know, so just be easy, man. You know, be low, be humble, be meek. Continue to be brotherly. You know, learn the basics. Just take your time. You know, you might start in this BC, and then you might move up to that BC. You know, different empires or whatever. You know, my brother has exhorted me on that too. You know, just take your time on it. You know, don't just go dipping here and there, then you get it all twisted. Then scoffer like, this happened this year at this time. So now you a liar. Then you on camera like, oh damn, let me get please up. Trying to. Then you want to, you know,
try to make up for it.
Yeah,
because you ain't mastered what the hell you talking about.
God. But
that's all I had, bro.
All right, Con, that's all I had.
Yep. You know, Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. Giving all praise, glory, honor to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rukakwadash.
Double honors to our elders and apostles. Shalom.
Shalom.
I got you.